the skies.
Well, I'll have your Iowa forecast, and I'll let you know when our next chance of precipitation is.
Brandon is here in the studio with your national forecast. Today is October 23rd, and this is Si's Eyes on the Skies, starting now.
TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa, this is Si's Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Si's Eyes on the Skies starts now.
Hello, Brandon.
Hi.
So you're here to talk about the national weather. It looks like it's been pretty chilly across the country today.
Yeah, you know, I actually had to bring out my winter jacket yesterday. I saw those few snowflakes and I got a little scared. But we'll let Eswar tell you about that a little later.
Has the rest of the country been experiencing these cooler temperatures as well?
Yeah, you know, we have a slew of winter, we have frost advisories and freeze warnings out for a large portion of the country.
Wow.
So it is getting down there. It's fall time, so.
Crazy to think that just a couple of weeks ago we were in the 80s.
I know, it seems like fall just, I don't know, it disappeared.
And there's already been snow in some places.
Yep, we'll talk about that coming up in the national forecast.
All right, thanks, Brandon. Now over to Eswar.
So,
all right, well, we saw our first snow of the year first snow day yesterday. Did most of Iowa see these temperatures and the snow too?
well, there's a thin area about 50 miles wide from the northwest to eastern Iowa that saw the snow. The highest total I saw was 2.5 inches, actually, from Davenport.
Wow, already in October? It feels like fall just started and we're already seeing snow.
Yep, we quickly entered into this cold weather pattern, and temperatures look to remain a little bit below normal for the next week, but I'll tell you more about it in my Iowa weather segment.
Thanks, Eswar. All right, well, stay tuned. Brandon will be right back with our national forecast. Welcome back. We're going to head over to the wall where Brandon is with our national forecast.
Thanks, Kerry. Around the nation, we have, and there we go. All right, we have this cold air up here, 34 in Minneapolis, 46 in St. Louis, 79 in Dallas. We're going to swing on over to the northeast where we have 52 in New York, 43 in Syracuse. Pretty cloudy day going on down there. And down to the south, 55 in Atlanta, 77 in Orlando, and 77 down in Miami. That looks pretty nice right now. I wish I was there. We're going to go on out to the west. This is where I don't want to be, 93. That's pretty dang hot. 81 in Las Vegas and 58 over here in San Francisco. Up north, 52 in Seattle, partly cloudy, and 70 over in Salem. And back to us, 39 in Des Moines. You'll notice this massive cold air here, and 34 in Minneapolis, so pretty cold. And highs today, 50 in St. Louis, 46 in Chicago, and 38 in Minneapolis. A nice, pleasant 63 in Denver. Watches and warnings. Now you'll notice it is getting cold, it is fall, and we're going to zoom in here. These are all freeze warnings, and there goes our map. But these are all freeze warnings, and this is freeze watches, and we also have some frost advisories down here. And this is extending from St. Louis all the way to the East Coast, so it's a pretty wide area of cold air, and it's that time of year, so we're expecting these freezes. All right, clouds and radar. We're having this system move out, and for the East Coast, we have these scattered showers, but nothing too much going on here in the West Coast. It's pretty clear, making for some nice days. And here's that scattered shower activity. Nothing too serious, just some light rain. Futurecast here. And you'll see these clouds with that system. It's going to move on out here. And there's some storms popping up, maybe a few thunderstorms, but overall nothing too much going on. Highs tomorrow, 51 St. Louis, 56 Atlanta, and 56 in New York. We have there's that cold continuing, 48 in Minneapolis, and that extreme heat, 90 in Phoenix. We picked the city Cookeville, Tennessee for you tonight. Your 7-day, we picked that because they are having that freeze warning. We've seen these temperatures drop, and you'll notice a 27 for a low tonight. But if you look at the rest of the week, 60s, it's just beautiful. 60s and sunny. Man, I wish it was not that cold here. And that's it for the national forecast. We'll go back to Kerry.
Thanks, Brandon. It's like it's going to be pretty nice in Tennessee. Wish I could be there next week. All right, now it's time for our trivia question. On this date in 1908, how much snow fell in the city of Clarinda? A, 2 inches, B, 5 inches, C, 7 inches, or D, 11 inches? Short break, and we'll be back with the answer to that trivia question. Welcome back, and here's today's trivia question one more time. On this date in 1908, how much snow fell in the city of Clarinda? A, 2 inches, B, 5 inches, C, 7 inches, or D, 11 inches? The answer is D, 11 inches. Can you imagine having 11 inches of snow on October 23rd? I hate the snow, so that does not sound exciting. All right, we're going to see if we have any snow in our forecast here in Iowa by going over to Eswar at the wall.
Well, thank you, Kerry, and 11 inches is a lot more than we saw yesterday anywhere in the state of Iowa, and nothing expected like that anytime soon. But currently in Ames, it's only 37 degrees, and we had that rain all day, so still cloudy skies, relative humidity of 93%, and a dew point of 36. And as we zoom out and look at the entire state of Iowa, we can see very cold for this time of year, only 38 in Waterloo, 36 in Mason City, and a little warmer off to the west where they have a little bit of sunshine break out today, only 43 though in Sioux City, which is still significantly below average for this time of year. Now taking a look at the radar for today, we can see that Clipper system moving out. There's still a leftover drizzle here in Ames, but for the most part it's all moved out and weakened, and we only saw a few hundredths of an inch today from that system, so nothing significant, but still a cold, raw day today. Now tomorrow, a high pressure system will be moving out of Canada and influencing our weather, and that is what we see here. And pretty much throughout the whole central part of the country, it'll be chilly and calm. Highs probably only in the 40s tomorrow for us in Ames, and that we can see a little bit of lake effect precipitation off to the east, but other than that, not too much. And through Sunday, it will be pretty calm around here. However, after that, we'll take a look at our next weather maker. Storm system will be forming out in the western United States, and that will be slowly moving our way. And this map is valid from Monday through Wednesday, so between that time, looks like we'll see several waves of precipitation here. And in the northern plains, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, you could be looking at some snow possible. But for here in Iowa, highs will be in the 40s and 50s, rain and maybe a thunderstorm associated with this. But it will still be pretty chilly and rainy. This is Monday through Wednesday next week. And now recapping, tonight we will see a hard freeze, 27 degrees, coldest so far, as tied with today, light northwest wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, only getting up to 44 degrees. Again, that northwest wind, pretty light, 5 to 10 miles an hour, but it will be chilly out there. Now looking at the 7-day forecasts, no 60s, but we see 56 tomorrow, 48 Saturday, 51 Sunday, and then that storm system Monday through Wednesday coming in with highs in the 40s and 50s and chances for rain every day for early next week.
Thanks, Eswar. So it looks like for the next couple of days it will be a little warmer than we've seen it and a little drier.
Yeah, we'll see a break from the precipitation, and it'll be pretty dry until that next storm system.
Awesome. So there's been snow across the country. How much of the country has already seen snow?
Well, you know, I saw an interesting fact today. Last year at this time, 6.9% of the U.S. was covered in snow. This year, only 6%. But that last year, all that snow was in the higher elevation areas,
Right.
where as opposed to this year, it's in the lower elevation areas. So you can notice that cold air has moved in.
We're luckily not one of the places covered with the 6% of snow,
Yeah.
right?
Thank goodness.
Thank you. All right, so looks like the Saturday should be fine for the football game. It's going to be 48, mostly sunny, so get out and enjoy the game and the weekend. And that's all we have for you here at Size Eyes on the Skies. And like us on Facebook. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Good show.